little bit. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? All right, guys. All right. Hello. How y'all doing today? Okay. Yes, it's on and popping tonight, y'all. Listen, I done had a day. I'm glad it's Friday. So glad it's Friday. I can hardly keep myself contained. I got all dressed up and all dialed up for you all, okay? All dressed up and dialed up for you guys. So thank you guys for coming. Let everybody know that I am on. I'm on and popping. I am on and popping. So listen. So welcome to the live. For those of you that are joining me for the first time, my name is Lisa and this is Heart of Inspiration. Here at this channel, we help you live life in spirit. And we are going to talk about something very near and dear to my heart, the Empath Protection Program, or EPP. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with EPP? Yeah, you know me. Okay, let's get down with it, okay? So we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. My cats are mad because I have closed everything off, so hopefully I won't echo as bad as I have been until I get my devices to keep me from echoing. So anyway, y'all didn't need to know that. So tonight is going to be a call-in. You see, I've got my brand new rose gold headphones so I can hear the calls, okay? We're going to do the call-in. The call-in number is right there in the corner, 608-665-1785. When I tell y'all we're going to be calling in, we're not going to do that immediately, so don't call in right now. Sit a spell, wrap a taste, wait a minute, okay? Let me pop this chat out so I'm just making sure my poor babies. I know they really want to be in here with me, but I cannot have them in here with me. I just can't do it, y'all. I'm sorry. So there will be no kitties tonight. We are not going to see the kittens tonight, okay? Because mama's got to pay attention to you all and not to the kittens. So, welcome everyone that's in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let your friends, your neighbors, your loved ones, let them know I'm on. All right, guys. So, yes, I have a little sippy sip. So those of you that are not driving and have nowhere to go, you know, if you're sipping a little with me, sip a little. Sip and sit a spell. All right, let's get down with the get down, okay? The reason why I'm even having this discussion is because it has come to my attention recently. I haven't spoken about empaths and narcissists in a while. I have not spoken about empaths and narcissists in a hot minute. I feel like I need to let a few. Should I let the IG people know that we on and popping over here on YouTube? And with the latest, I'll just call it an upgrade. Okay, with the latest upgrade that we've been going through, y'all, that we've gone into, there is a lot of new downloads. There's a lot of new people that have started their awakening process. There's a lot of people that are just like, you know, how do I even manage all this stuff? And there's a lot of people recognizing that they are empathic and that they've been dealing with a narcissist. Or perhaps they've had one or two narcissists that they've been dealing with, right? And I just thought it'd be good, you know, as we're talking about how to deal with it. You know what I should have done? I should have downloaded that picture I wonder if I can find it real quick. Let me find a picture because I'm going to give y'all a little taste of a little bit. Some of y'all that have been with me for a little while, you know this. Some of y'all that haven't, that don't know me or haven't been with me quite as long, you don't know my story. So I'm going to share a little bit of my story with y'all really quick. It won't take long. I'm going to put up a picture here, child, and then we can go on from here. Everybody, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. I'm going to give you some real good tips and tricks on how to be a part of the EPP. Yes, you know me, the EPP, okay? The Empath Protection Program. This is how we get our power back. That's what the main goal of this is to get our power back. Now, I'm going to put up a picture. You guys, here's a picture. This is a lovely picture. I'm going to put it over here for a minute. From 4 years ago. Yes, that was a few pounds lighter too, so no judgment. That's 4 years ago. No judgment. So a picture from about 4 years ago, okay? That is my second ex-husband and the last ex-husband, because we'll talk about marriage another time. However, that's me and the narc. I'm not going to name his name. Not going to give him that much shine. But that was me and the narc 4 years ago. I imagine if I dug a little deeper, I could find some wedding photos and all of this. Oh yeah, I was a little spicy then. The spice don't go away, okay? I'm spicy then, I'm spicy now. Okay? Just a few years wiser. Okay? But that was me and Google listening to my behind. That was me and the narc. Okay? 4 years ago. 4 years ago, as Facebook so wonderfully reminded me today, I put that post up. We were probably together for 6 months or so at that point. That was definitely before we got married. All of that wonderful stuff. Thank you guys for the compliments. So you can see he's a little older than me. That age ain't nothing but I can't say that no more. I had to cancel that. Well, no, I didn't cancel Aaliyah. Age ain't nothing but a number. You know, it is what it is. We were happy. Everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? Everything was cool in the game. So that's 47. So at the time of that picture, actually I was 47-ish, somewhere around there. And I wanted to be married. I wanted to be married. That was my whole goal. I had decided that by 45, I was going to be remarried because I would have already raised my children. They were grown, blah, 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 blah. And I wanted to be married. So I end up with this gentleman, and we had a beautiful whirlwind romance. It was wonderful. It was great. He was kind and sweet, and hey, we're a good looking couple. I know I put a little ampersand over his face, but we were a good looking couple. I think y'all will agree. Those of you that are watching the replay, those of you that are just listening, you'll have to come back and rewind it. Although I did post this post up on my Instagram at Heart of INSP. However, so we were a good looking couple. We were that, everybody thought everything was great. Everything was wonderful. Everything was grand. But let me tell you, behind the scenes, I was losing my light a little by little by little by little. So the first thing I want to just say to you right now, and anybody that watches this replay later, The first part of being allowing yourself to be a part of the EPP, the Empath Protection Program, if you want to be a part of the EPP, you have to first recognize that either you just come out of or you have been in a narcissistic relationship of somehow, be it family, be it whomever, or you have to recognize that you're in that situation now. Because in order to be part of this protection program, you have to know what you got to protect yourself against. Right? You got to know what you got to protect yourself against. That young lady in that picture 4 years ago had no clue. Okay? Had no clue that she was in a narcissistic relationship. She had no idea. She had no idea that about a year or so after the taking of this picture, year and a half later, she'd be broken. She'd be getting ready to get divorced. She'd be tired. She'd be sick all the time. She had no idea that she was going to catch her husband, child, at home cheating on her couch. She had no idea, because this phase, what you see, that joy that you see on that woman's face, that was pure joy. That was during the love bombing stage. It was during the love bombing stage. Everything was great and grand. That particular photograph was taken at my brother and sister-in-law's house. It was Christmas time. He was part of the fam. Okay, we were getting ready. We were talking at that picture about getting married, which we did the following September of how long have I been divorced, y'all? 2017, I got divorced. So 2016. So this picture is actually a little bit more than 4 years old. I posted it 4 years ago, but it's a little bit longer ago than 4 years ago. So the first thing, if you want to be a member of this program, you want to kind of sign up for the program, be part of the EPP, you got to recognize, first of all, that either you've been in some sort of a narcissistic relationship or you're in it now. Hey, Miss Ashley. Hello, everyone that's just joining. You got to recognize one of those two things, because if you can't recognize that, you don't even know what you got to protect yourself from. So let me take this down because I don't want to give him that much shine. He's had enough airtime for the night. Now, the second thing, right, that you have to agree to or acknowledge if you want to be part of the Empath Protection Program is that you have a problem. And you know what your problem is? That you want to fix everybody else before you fix yourself. Now, a lot of us that have been through this protection program and have come out of it, right, and we're on the other side so we can help you, we had to acknowledge the fact that as an empath, our role is, right, to feel and triage. So let me talk about an empath for a second so you can understand that you got to admit that you got a problem. Okay? This is a few-step program. So listen, the problem is this. As an empath, we're the triage nurses, doctors. We're like the ER doctors and the triage nurses, right? We can get into your realm and feel how you're feeling. We can get into your realm and sense what is going on with you. We can get into your realm and just have that knowing that you're hurting. And because we're the triage nurses and we're the ER doctors, the emergency healers, right? what we'll do is we'll say, oh my goodness, you're hurting. And let me love on you enough to help fix you. I believe I can help fix you, because an empath feels all of this, right? We feel it, we know it. And as we grow in our empathic and intuitive abilities, not only do we feel it and we know it, but then we should learn then how to assist in the healing process. The problem is that most of us think that assisting means that we gotta get our hands dirty and go deep within and somehow get the illness. It's like you're doing some sort of surgery, or you're treating a patient that has a viral or a bacterial infection, and you haven't put your mask on and you ain't put your gloves on, right? But you just all in there raw without no protection. We breathe in all their toxic crap, and then we figure we can figure it out. We can figure it all out, right? We'll just heal it within our body, and then we'll just bloop, spit it right back out like a mama bird does with a baby. Okay? So that's the problem. All the while, though, understand that while you're taking on all their stuff, not only are you taking on their stuff, but you're also not healing your own stuff. So we gotta recognize excuse me, that we got a bit of a problem. We want to fix everybody else, but we don't want to heal ourselves, because it's easier that way. One. The other main thing we have to recognize that we have a problem is we take everybody's crap on as if it's our own. But that's a part B to the first part, that we really don't want to fix our own stuff. It's much easier, guys. And when you recognize this, I'm going to tell you something. Then I know you're ready to be part of the EPP. Because otherwise you ain't ready to be part of the EPP if you can't recognize and take accountability of the fact that it's time for you to heal your darn self. That's like being a heart surgeon and I got a broke hand, but I'm going to go do surgery on my patient and have their life in my hands. What? No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Really? If your heart surgeon walked in your room and you're about to go in for open heart surgery, and dude has got his arm in a sling and his hand in a cast, and he's like, oh yeah, no, I'm fine. Yes, I'm right-handed, and yes, I broke my right hand a couple weeks ago. However, I'll operate with you on my left hand, because I don't want to wait for this to heal up before me to be able to do everything the right way. Let me just go on and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? So recognize you got a problem. Okay, those are the first two things. Now, if y'all can get with I admit that I've either had a relationship, maybe my parent, maybe it was a romantic relationship, or I'm in it right now. And you can admit, ooh, I might have some stuff that I need to heal. I need some hearts in the chat. Give me some hearts in the chat. If y'all want to be part of the EPP, you all got to give me some hearts in this chat. Those of you that are driving, please do not give me hearts in the chat. But everybody else, I want some hearts in this chat if you can admit to point number 1 and point number 2. Now, if you can't get ready for it, you can still hang out. But I'm just letting you know, the EPP, if you down with EPP, not OPP. We're not down with OPP. That's another discussion. We'll have the side chick and side eggplant discussion another day. So let me get some hearts, except for those that are driving. Let me get some hearts. All right, come on now. That's right. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Let's admit to it. Oh, I don't see everybody admitting. Y'all can't find them hearts. Y'all can't find the hearts. I ain't seen everybody put hearts in there. Come on now. All right now. Now, good. Very good. Now we can move on. Step number 1. You thought that was the first 2 steps. This is the real stuff in the program. Step number 1. Now that we've realized we have a problem, and now that we realize that we got to cut some cords here, right? That we were in this relationship, you got to take a self-assessment is step number 1. And the only way to do that is to start gray rocking. Is to put up the fortress. Put up the fortress. You got to put up the fortress, put up the walls around you, and gray rock. What does gray rock mean? Gray rock means stop giving the narc your energy. Now, some of y'all might be saying, well, Lisa, I've been away from my narc for a long time. It's been a minute. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't care if you have not cut the energetic ties, if you haven't done the healing, if you have to be in, conversation and relationship with this person because maybe children or whatever, you're still going through your divorce, or, you're still split up the assets, whatever the case is, maybe it's your parent, whatever the case is, if they can still pull on you, like they can still say something and it hits you hard, then your walls are not up yet. So we got to do the gray rock. What's the gray rock? Okay, so my narc, let me just put him back up here so we can have a visual. So my narc, okay, would say things that would hit me hard, like, because he knew how much of a daddy's girl I was and I am. So he would say things like, I know your father is completely disgusted with how you turned out. You're just a horrible wife. You're not a very good woman. Oh, he said stuff like that to me. So he would say that to me. I'm the only one that's ever going to want to deal with you. I see why you haven't been remarried yet. That's for reals. That's for reals. Now, even up until the point, okay, so the point that broke the whole thing was when I walked in the house in my home that I'm living in right now, that I purchased by myself. Thank you very much. Anyway, when I walked into my home on March the 20th, 2017. No, 2018. When did we get married? Ooh, let me stop lying. I bought the house in 2020. So it's 2017. No. I bought the house in 2020. Let me think, y'all. And it was a 3-year, 2018. Right here, because last year was year 2018, March 20th, 2018. That's how much I done forgot about him. I can't even remember. March 20th, 2018, I walked in my house and found him butt naked with one of his 5 girlfriends. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 outside girlfriends. One of them was here on the couch. It's the couch in here, of course. And I caught them butt naked. Doing grown folks things that shouldn't be being done. You know what I'm saying? She was doing her side chick duty. Okay? Anyway, that was the beginning of the end. Okay? Now, while we're going through what should not have been a lengthy divorce, he would say certain things like that to me. He would say, your father is just disappointed in you. He never met my father. My father had long since passed. He would say I was a horrible woman. He would say I was never going to find anybody. Okay? And it hit. It would hurt. I would cry. I would be like, I would get that feeling all over again. You guys, that feeling, you all know what that feeling that I'm talking about is, when they're like gaslighting you and then kind of smearing your character on that smear campaign, even though it's directed at you, and you get that feeling like, oh my gosh, I just want to make him happy. Why am I not making him happy? Oh my gosh. And you get this kind of fearful feeling. Now, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, then okay, I'm the only one. But I don't think I'm the only one, especially if y'all have been involved with a narcissist that is physically abusive. It's that feeling that something is about to happen. Right? Physically abusive. If you are in a physically abusive relationship and you are watching this replay, or you are under the sound of my voice right now, I need you to get safe. If you do not know how to get safe, I need you to email me, admin@heartofinspiration.net, and I will help find you safety. There's no fun in games. There's no joking around in that. If you are in a physically abusive relationship right now and you are not safe, I need you to email me at admin@heartofinspiration.net. And I don't care where you live, honey. I will help you find safety. Okay? That is my promise to you. That takes us to a whole nother level. All right, so we're going to dial it right back. Okay, I needed to put that out there. I don't know who's going to hear this later on. Okay, so let me bring it back now. All right, now listen. Y'all know what I'm talking about when they gaslight you and da-da-da. So I still had that cord tied. There was still an emotional tie to him. It wasn't until I put the gray rock up. What does the gray rock mean? That I don't give him any more energy. Okay? You got a gray rock first. You got a gray rock first so that we can cut later. Okay? You have to stop giving them the energy, because they feed off your energy. They're energetic vampires, honey. They're light vampires because they're without light. So, what does that look like? Then, once I put the gray rock up, then he would say, your father's so disappointed. Oh. What else did you have to say? Literally nothing. He got no response. Complete silence. Or, let me tell you this, what's a real good one if you really want to make them go away and stop? Here's a good one. If you're still in this relationship or you still have to have interaction, here's a real good one. I'm sorry that you have that perception of me or of this situation. However, it's incorrect. You're allowed to have an incorrect point of view on this situation, as I am allowed to have the correct viewpoint on this situation. We're never going to meet in the middle. Smile and move it on. Basically, just in a very calm way, I am so sorry that you feel that way. However, it's incorrect. I'm so sorry you feel that way. I'm so sorry you think that way. I'm so sorry that it's affecting you in this way. But your assessment's incorrect. And keep it moving. Don't give them any energy. No energy. No energy. If you have children with this person and you have to co-parent, and they start railing on your parenting and blah, 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 and sending you email after email after email after email after email that has zero to do with the price of tea in China, and really all they're trying to do is just tear you up, gray rock looks like this. If you have anything to say to me about the kids solely, then let's have that conversation. Otherwise, good night. Good day. And then hang up. or delete the email. Like, that's one, like, don't give them any energy. If you have to talk to them about the kids, keep it strictly about the kids. And it's, Johnny has soccer practice on Saturday at 9 a.m. at the high school field. Jillian is going to have dance. Her dance class is at 2 p.m. You know where the dance studio is. That's at 2 p.m. Now that'll go to 4. You could probably drop her off there. And I'll be back to pick them up on Sunday at 5 at the court appointed time. Bye. Turn around, walk away. I don't care if they're mid-sentence. I don't care if they want to try to hold you down. Child, walk away. I do see something here about financial obligations. Guys, hold your questions. We're going to do the call-in. It's completely anonymous. Nobody's going to know your number. So we'll open the lines up in just a few minutes, okay? Okay, next. So you got a gray rock. You got to stop giving them the supply, okay? Gray rock. That's the first thing. The second thing is you got to get into your meditative space. And baby, you're going to have to give yourself a good go at a cry. And more than one. You're going to have to get into your meditative space and get to aligning them chakras. You're going to have to get into your meditative space and get to healing up them chakras. Because what happens is the narcissist is attracted to the area in which we can be a victim. It is not, I guess it is opposites attract. Victim attracts victimizer. Supply attracts vampire, right? Good, great type O blood is gonna, maybe attract the vampire Lestat or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I suppose you could say that. But what the narcissist is really good at, because they have had to put on facades their entire life to put this persona on that they feel can be loved and appreciated, because they don't believe that anyone can love them and appreciate them for who they are and what they are. And they're really good at figuring out what's going to keep you in a state of weakness so they can continue to just suck all that good energy out. Because actually what they want to do is continue to hurt you. Because then the cycle goes, they love bomb, then they gaslight, then they smear or injure, and then they love bomb again. And it's in that cycle of love bombing that they get their supply back. And then they feel like, well, why does everybody love her, even though that's why they chose you? Or why does everybody love him, and that's why they chose him? But so they got to gaslight you and bring you down, because now you're elevated. You can never be elevated above them. You can be beautiful on their arm and handsome on their arm, but you can never be elevated. My point is this, is that you will find when you get into your meditative space, and I'm not talking about that 15 meditation that I have out there, the 7-day meditation challenge and the other ones that you can go out there and do on a daily basis. I'm not talking about that lightweight stuff. I'm talking about getting in there, half hour, 45 minutes, and sitting and saying, what are we working on today? Because I will guarantee you that your injury is in either and all of your root chakra, your sacral chakra, or your solar plexus chakra. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Because we give away our power, solar plexus chakra, because we're trying to heal. So we give all of our power away. Our sacral chakra, there's areas about ourselves that we really don't love. There's areas about ourselves that our self-esteem is shot to hell. There's areas about us that we just need healing, and we don't want to share it with anybody else, but we just really want to heal. I mean, our heart chakra is like this big, right? It's this big, but our poor sacral and solar plexus and root chakras are like teeny tiny. because they're being starved, right? I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that there was injury done or there was issues that were had during your childhood. I guarantee it. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of us that are empaths, a lot of us women, I'll just put this as women, this goes for men too, but a lot of us people that are empaths, like let's say we're like myself, you know, you're in management or whatever, very successful on the outside, and yet on the inside, you just really didn't believe you could be loved, right? But you didn't show that to anybody. We're achievement whores. This whole video is not going to get monetized at this point. We're achievement seekers, and so we validate ourselves by achievement, but we really aren't very sure of ourselves, and that narcissists can pick up on that we really don't love ourselves, and they can come in and love us for who we are. Love us for who we are, and we don't have to achieve with them. And yet they tear us down every chance they get. Or perhaps you didn't really have an emotionally available mother or an emotionally available father. So you seek that love, validation, appreciation from the narcissist. Should I go on? If you grew up in an abusive household, you have grown up believing that love has to hurt in order for it to be real love. So you seek someone that's going to hurt you and tear you down. Right? Because all you know about what is love, what you learned as a child and been conditioned to believe as a child, a human child in the third dimension, is that love has to hurt. Otherwise, it's not really love, because the people that were supposed to protect you did not. And so you just think that this is how you're supposed to be treated. I could go on and on and on and on and on if you want, but I'm telling you that the injuries are always, the issues are your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus. There are times it could be your heart chakra, but you get to that later. If you can do the work though, right? We're in the next phase of the EPP. I'm going somewhere. Yeah, you know me. Okay, if we can get somewhere in that, we heal this, the rest of this comes in line. Because right now what's happening, if you're an unhealed empath, you got all this beautiful, what does infinite water say? Good prana coming on in. All this wonderful love and light. You hang out with me and you meditate, or you meditate somewhere else, or you do whatever, and you go into the Reiki thing, and you go into this thing, and you go into that thing, and you're listening to everybody on YouTube, and you're watching all these tarot people, and you're doing all this mediumship stuff. You got all this fantastic energy coming in, and guess where it's sitting? Right here in your enlarged heart. And those of you that are in the medical field can tell the rest of everybody else, what happens when you have an enlarged heart? Baby, you could have a heart attack real fast and stroke right on out. Enlarged hearts have to work overtime to pump the blood through the veins. Your enlarged heart chakra is having to work overtime to try to pump love and light and life-giving energy through your chakra veins. It's bottled up here. It can't get anywhere else. So what's happening? You're becoming this big, beautiful oak tree with all these beautiful leaves. It looks like it should be just freaking fine, right? Oh no, because the oak tree's roots and the trunk is starving, child. Can't hold you up. You have no foundation, and that's how that narcissist was able to get into you, because you have no foundation. And because you have no foundation, you have no self-validation. And because you have no self-validation, you have no self-partnering. And that's how they got you. I'm so sorry, Anna. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't trigger you. I'm so sorry. Now I feel terrible for using that analogy. Sorry. Okay, I didn't mean to trigger anyone. I'm very sorry if I did. My point is just that it's all stopped up, right? And you're not growing down here, so you have no stability. So you got to get in and do the work and find out where the injury is. And you can do that through meditation. You can do that through meditation. You can sit in meditation and say, what are we working on today? And just allow your higher self to connect with the universe, to connect with source, to connect with God, whatever name you use. To connect. And I guarantee you, if you're open and you just allow it to happen, guys, the first light, when you open your crown chakra and that first light that comes in, the color of that light is going to be the color of the chakra you're going to work on that day in that session. So know your color, your chakra colors. Okay? And then just allow the first memory that pops up, whatever it is, allow it to come out. Allow it to come up and deal with it. Because here's the next part of it. If you want to be in the EPP, right, and get this healing, okay, and get this self-validation and get this self-partnering, the next part of the EPP is forgiveness. So each memory that comes up while you're meditating, and it's going to be painful. There are going to be some memories, you guys, that you are like, I can't even believe I'm remembering this right now. And some of the memories are going to be just feelings and images and senses of your childhood. Sometimes it could even be a past life, but most times it's going to be this lifetime. When that sense comes up and that feeling comes up and that emotion comes up and it's associated with a specific person, what you got to do is forgive that person. And you guys have heard me say it many times before. Those of you who are new, I'm going to say it many times again. But then you got to forgive yourself, because we associate, we give ourselves, we blame ourselves. We put too much guilt and shame on ourselves and put the fault on us. That's the problem, right? The empath issue. We take on everybody else's crap as if it's our own. You got to forgive them. You got to forgive yourself. And then you got to release it. Let that healing, let that thing, let that issue, let that problem, let that, all of that toxicity, let it come out and place it outside of yourself. Place it outside yourself, and then let love and light come in and heal you up and, you know, suture up that wound and dress it and put warmth on it. The forgiveness of yourself, we stress so often to forgive others because they say it's for yourself. That's very true. It's not about them, it's about you, but you gotta forgive yourself because your eternal self knew that this was not cool. And also, I'll say to you this is something I've just kind of come up with and understood. Not only did the eternal self know that this wasn't right, but the eternal self also knew that we chose to do it for a reason, to learn. Whatever it was we needed to learn, whatever it was we needed to clear, whatever, I don't know. And hopefully we'll understand why another time. But we needed to learn from it. And now we need to heal from it and not feel guilty for having the experience, because we needed to have the experience. Hey, Google user. Hey, Dawn. Yeah. So release that guilt, baby. Release that guilt. Release that shame. and then be accountable for your own healing. Now, we have all that going on. Now, as you're continuing to release this, remember, guys, you got to still keep that gray rock up. Don't give them any energy, because you're up until this point, you've been grade A supply, man. They've been just draining your neck of all your good. Can't do that anymore. Gray rock. Meditate. Forgive and heal. And then become self-partnered. Love yourself so much. Be in love with who you are, faults and all. So much so that nobody can tell you what you're not. And finally understand. Let me tell you something. When you finally release all that guilt and that shame and that responsibility for the crap that happened to you before, you know what you come to realize? That your ish ain't my responsibility, baby. My only responsibility in our relationship is to help to be a conduit for love, light, healing, and wisdom. It is not to take it on. When you can recognize that it ain't your responsibility to heal the world, you ain't God. Now that is going to really mess somebody up. You ain't God. Hello? You're not source. You're not the creator of all things. It's not your responsibility to heal all things either. All you are is the conduit and channel. You're supposed to be here as part of the collective group to assist others. That's it. So once that happens, then you become self-partnered. I'm telling you, it's freeing. It is freeing to understand that your stuff is not my responsibility. I care for each and every person under the sound of my voice. Even those I've never spoken to or emailed or anything. I care for all of you. But I cannot take on the responsibility of making sure each and every one of you get your healing. All I can do is hand you the keys and give you the map. Now, I can be here every once in a while if you want to have some time with me to help you along the path and along the journey. But baby, I can't drive the car, put the gas in the car, and sit in the passenger seat too. Okay, so let's recap. Before you get to the EPP, right? Recognize that you were with an arc. And recognize you may have a problem. That gets you entrance. The first thing you got to do is gray rock. Don't give them no energy. Don't give them no energy. No energy. Second thing you do is you need to get to know your higher voice. So lots of meditation. Less prayer, more meditation. Less prayer, more listening. Go on your healing journey and be open and honest with yourself. Forgive them that did you wrong, right? And forgive yourself. And then finally, love yourself. Become self-partnered so that you don't need anyone else's validation. You see, when we heal this chakra system and all that energy flows and everything gets in line like that, we become self-partnered. That's the point where we can do, well, somewhere in between the healing and self-partnering, that's when we can start doing the cord cutting and all of that. A lot of this stuff falls away. But if, you need some little extra, you're like, I still feel tied. I'm feeling good about myself, but I still feel this pull. Then we can do cord cutting, right? And that's so simple. We're going to be doing more cord cutting next week. Okay, guys. So this is what we're going to do. Google user, you always in and out. All right, this is what we're going to do. I have, let me make sure. Okay, the phone lines are indeed open. So the phone number, my darlings, is 608 665 1785. 608 665 1785. Let's talk about it. If you have any questions, you want to discuss some things, you've got some specific questions on how to deal with your narcissist, your ex-narcissist, I'm here. I'm going to put these here headphones on. I look like a DJ now, don't I? You know I had to have a rose gold, y'all. Let me change my... Any questions that we have about EPP? I'm down with EPP. Yeah, you know me. Anyway, I'm styling, y'all. I know I am. Anyway, let me just speak to those. Hello, Raina. Hey, Virgo. Hey, Anna. Again. Hello and goodbye, Google user. Hey, Trinae. Trinae, have you called in? I don't see you here, baby. My kittens are not happy with me. Thank you, darling. Again, y'all, the number is 608. Let me type it in here. 608 665 1785. Thank you guys so much for being here, liking, subscribing. Please do consider sharing this video. If you, there's many more videos like this on YouTube on my channel. If you wish to join Patreon, we just put that up there. You can go to patreon.com/heartofinspiration. We'll be doing something special on Patreon. You could join for as little as $1. I'm going to schedule that hopefully for next weekend. And also heartofinspiration.net. You can schedule time with me, so on and so forth. Get your natal chart read. We do astrology and things like that on here as well. On the Patreon, you can also actually schedule monthly readings. So, and we're still for another couple weeks doing the 2020 forecast. Still doing 2020 forecasts. Okay, for $20.20. I'm all caught up with that and working on my Patreon folks now. Okay, guys, I'm not going to stay on here all night long, y'all. If y'all not going to call in, I will get off of here, child, because I'm hungry anyway. And it's only 8:30. I could go out. Well, I can't because it's snowing in Cary and all. 608 665 1785. 608 665 1785. We'll just give you guys a few more minutes to call in. Other than that, if you don't want to call in, do you have any questions here on the live chat? Any questions? I saw something before about financial situations and the narcissist. Do you guys want to tell me about that? Because that can get a little tricky. Tricky. Oh my gosh. I have got like 80s and 90s hip hop like in my brain. In my brain. Was this helpful, you guys, tonight? Did this do it for you guys? I don't even know how long I've been on. Was this helpful? I really tried to keep this to like the teaching part to like a half hour, and it just never works that way. Okay, well, I look like a really cute DJ, so we don't have anyone calling in. So what we're going to do, gaslighting is very, very real. Gaslighting is very real. And the smear campaign is real. Like, making you look like you're absolutely crazy to everybody else is horrifying, and it's a thing. But that's why it's so very important to put that gray rock up. It's so very important to deal with that. So, okay, talking about gaslighting. I'm going to take this off because y'all ain't calling it. Okay. If somebody decides they want to call in, they can later. So, talking about gaslighting. What gaslighting is it is like someone basically saying something. Let me get an actual definition here, because I'm going to get the Webster's dictionary definition. Gaslight: manipulating someone by psychological means into questioning their own sanity. So manipulating someone by psychological means into questioning their own sanity. And basically it's usually something that's very like inflammatory. So it could be like, well, you know that you're a terrible mother, right? Because you just let, our child just leave out of this house, no socks on, and it's supposed to snow later on, and all this kind of stuff, right? So, or they'll say, well, no, of course I'm not. Oh, this was a great one. My ex would always say that he wasn't cheating, that the text messages that I saw with my own two eyes, I misinterpreted them, that it wasn't anything. It was just that he, it was just that he was really good friends with these women. And then when I was like, yeah, no, I'm not stupid, but I kind of was, then it was, well, I don't know why I'm addicted to sexting, but I'm not doing anything else. Right? So it's this like really weird way of, or like what he would do, like what he did with his son was just like, basically trying to make him feel guilty or whatever, or crazy for wanting him to pay like property taxes on the property that he was living on for free. So gaslighting is a very real thing. The one thing you have to remember with gaslighting and smear campaigns is the more you fight it, especially publicly, the crazier you look. Because you're like, I want to clear my name, especially with the smear campaigns. I want to clear my name. I want to clear my name. Or you want to say to this person, no, that's completely not true, because you know that it's not. And then you begin to question, is it true or is it not? But anyway, but you know that it's not. It's the best way to handle that is to, again, no energy. Like if you don't feed it any energy, it can't grow. It can't grow. Hello, beautiful goddess. It can't grow. Okay, so that's really, really, really important to remember. The other thing to remember about gaslighting is, and the smear campaign is, at some point you got to get comfortable enough, and this comes at the point where you love yourself enough, really, that you don't care what they say, because what they're going to say to other people that don't even know you, they don't even know you. And the people that do know you would never believe the crap that they're saying. How do you conquer a narcissist who is an expert at flipping the blame? Oh, they're all experts at that, sweetie. And making you feel guilty when you know damn well you're in the right. Okay, that's what they all do. That's when the phraseology of I am really sorry you have that point of view. I'm sorry you feel that way. However, that's not true. But I can't change how you feel about it. But it's not true. And you're not going to change the truth. So we're done. And just walk away. Like, keep it very matter of fact. I'm very sorry you feel that way. I'm very sorry that you feel the way. And that you have an incorrect perception of what's going on here. But I can't change that. And walk away. When you do not feed into it and like protest and protest and protest, they can't stand that. Because they're looking for energy. They're looking for a reaction. They need to suck that energy out of you no matter what. Because what happens when we fight and we argue, we fight and we argue? Eventually we give up because we get tired of fighting and arguing. And eventually we're just like, whatever, okay, you're right. Let's just stop. So I'm very sorry that you have that perception, that's your point of view. I'm sorry you feel that way. But it's not reality. It's not truth. What I really used to get him was I used to say, I'm very sorry that you have that incorrect perception of what reality is. But I can't change your mind. You have every right to feel the way that you do. And I'd walk away. God, he hated that. Okay, let me make sure. Yes, we could talk about self-partnering next time. Exactly. So they blame us, right? They'll say, you did this, you said X, and this is why this happened or why I reacted this way. You said this, I said that's the only reason why I did it. No, you did it because it was your choice to do it. I'd correct him. Like, he would say, oh my gosh, I catch him right at home. And he had the unmitigated gall to say that this woman was doing something that I would never do. And I was like, you are a lie. Because, no cap, a man's never going to cheat on me because he's not satisfied in the bedroom. Now, you can say I'm arrogant if you wanna, but that's the truth of the matter. You'll never be able to say you cheated on me because you was not satisfied in the bedroom, baby. You come with anything else, okay? Try it again. So for him to say that somehow she was satisfying him in a way that I was like, you was a lie and the truth ain't in you. So, I no, you chose to do this. And that's how, but in a gray rock way of doing it, no, actually you reacted that way because you chose to. You're allowed to react however you wish until it affects me, and then you're not allowed to react that way. But that was your choice. No energy. Hey, Chartelis, how are you? If you let the gaslighting get to that point, Fit Goddess, it can. I would just encourage anyone that's going through that, first of all, to get away from the person that's inflicting that pain on you. Some kind of way, you got to get away. Second of all, that person really, really, really needs to be loved and supported, and that's why we're here. And also take the time to meditate and heal yourself. Strengthen your core. You understand what I'm saying. Strengthen your core. Your core is very strong physically, honey. Now you got to strengthen your core spiritually. Okay? Okay. Let me tell you something. If they were to call the cops, you just have to be the sane one. And if you're the calm one, am I frozen? Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. I was looking at my phone. It looked like I was frozen. Um, the police here, well, they figured out he was crazy pretty early on, but they definitely know. I mean, they knew pretty quick that he's nuts. And it was really a lot because I just remained calm the entire time, and he just looked like a raving lunatic. That's the beauty of gray rocking. Of gray rocking not only them, but gray rock, like just literally, like, I'm not going to have a reaction because you're a lunatic. How do you cut cords if we have financial obligations to that person? I have to understand what the financial obligations, but financial obligations are not energetic obligations. They're not energetic. So if there's financial obligations that you have and finances that are still intertwined, of course you're working, I'm sure, towards unraveling them. But at the same time, you don't have to give them any energy. Then just talk to them about the finances, and that's it. There's no, if there starts to be any other the crap, but I'm only here to talk about the finances. Are we done talking about the finances? Because if we're done talking about the finances only, then this conversation is over. Period. It's all about business. It's either all about the kids, it's all about the finances, whatever has to be discussed, stick to that topic. If they decide they want to go off, if they're going off on the phone, you can simply either put the phone down and walk away, or you can say, if we don't get back to the topic, I'm hanging up the phone. And then when they don't get back to the topic, hang it up. I had to do that. Oh my God, I had to do that. It was crazy. No, 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 no. No arguing for 6 hours. None of that. No, no. We argue for 6+ hours and expected to remember everything we said. If I don't, I'm a piece of crap and not listening, even though I'm exhausted mentally. No, no, no. We don't argue for 6 hours. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have that incorrect perception of reality. Shining light, do you have to be in the same household? And are you arguing outside the household? Go ahead to bed, baby. Thanks, Ashley. Yeah, I saw that earlier, honey. So just you can send that update to me. Thanks. Sometimes it's women, sometimes it's drugs, or because you didn't move. This is sounding to me like, sweetheart, it's sounding to me like we got to get you out of that situation. We got to get you guys safe. We got to get you guys safe. Your root chakra, Virgo 808, and your sacral. Your sacral chakra creates money for you as well as everything else. It's the seed of creation. Thick goddess, we have to get you out of your situation. Like, that has to happen. I can see that. Financial abuse is very real as well. Good night, Miss Ashley. I understand when let me just hang this up because y'all aren't gonna call it in conversation. We still are married. Okay. I guess my question to you then though is this. Is divorce a possibility? Because if divorce is a possibility, you're living together. Is divorce a possibility? Because that needs to happen. We don't argue for 6 hours. Like, that's just lunacy. I know. I get it. I get it, Trinae. I get that. Okay. Okay. This is what we're going to do, ladies. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. Let's talk about what to do if you're trapped. Let's talk about how to manifest your way out of your situation. Let's talk about how to do that. I don't know that I can do that tonight, though, because I am a little tired now. But I want to say this. I can start the conversation tonight. We're only an hour and 15 minutes in. When you are in a situation where you feel like you might actually not be able to earn, I don't know what your income is or anything like that, you're right, Shining Light, you need courage. We need courage. Yes? We need to strengthen our solar plexus, our sacral, our root chakras. We need to strengthen this core. Manifestation, guys, and I'm going in a whole different direction. I'll have to figure this out later, but manifestation doesn't actually occur in your upper chakras. Manifestation actually occurs in your heart and on down. So that's why when I say strengthen your lower chakras, even if you're still in the situation, if you want out of the situation, you got to strengthen those lower chakras. You have to. If you're in a if you're in a physically abusive situation, I cannot say this enough, we need to get you to safety. You need to email me. We need to get you an exit plan. Okay? We have to get you an exit plan. If you are in mental health danger, we need to get you an exit plan. Okay? If you're in danger of any kind. So I need you to email me, and then we'll figure this out by your state, because every state's different and certain localities are different. SR, I didn't even know you were dealing with a narcissist, honey. You really held it together, babe. But we need to get you strong so you can exit and you can stay exited. And we need to get your manifestation game on fleek. We need to get your strength on fleek. We need to get your empowerment on fleek, and that's part of the protection program, right? Maybe this actually becomes a protection program. I was kind of saying it tongue in cheek, but maybe this actually becomes a protection program. You have to, we have to grow. We have to get strong before we can be free. We have lots of chains that we need to break. So let's break the chains together and let's strengthen ourselves. There's probably a lot of this I shouldn't be saying on YouTube, but I don't know. I don't know how this is going to look, guys. You guys have opened up a whole thing that I didn't think, I didn't know we were going here tonight, and I'm very pleased to, but I'm a little thrown off. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little thrown off. So this is what's going to happen. This live is, I'm going to download this live just for those of you that are here now. Email me. I want y'all to email me. Or actually, I'm going to upload the live in its entirety on my secondary channel. And I'm going to shave this one a little bit just for the general YouTube viewer. But I'll have this whole live and I'll put the link to it to my secondary channel. We'll do this every week if y'all want. We'll do this every week. Okay? Every week. We'll figure it out. If you are in danger, and I'm going to say this because I'm going to be getting off of here. If you are in danger, I need you to email me and so we can figure this out. We need an exit plan. Okay? We need an exit plan. We'll do this once a week. So you guys are officially part of the EPP. Okay? Empath Protection Program. And I'm the director. I might deputize some of y'all. But thank you for trusting me. And we'll figure this out. In the meantime, in between time, I need y'all to be doing y'all meditation and getting stronger, okay? I need y'all to do your meditations and get stronger. All right. Okay, guys, I love you guys. Nini, I sent it to you, honey. Are you sure you didn't get it? Because I fulfilled everybody's. Did you not order it? You're welcome, everybody. Did you not order it through Shopify, honey? Bye. Nini, email me, admin@heartofinspiration.net, because I'm positive I fulfilled everybody's. I don't have any unfulfilled orders on Shopify. Yeah, then I sent it to you. I sent you a link. Yep, I did yours. Check your email. Check the email that's associated with your PayPal account. Okay? Hey, D. Okay, and then we'll figure it out. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to get on out of here, okay? You guys enjoy the rest of your Friday night. You guys enjoy the rest of your Friday night. And I'll see y'all probably tomorrow. Y'all, it's snowing like the dickens here. I mean, it's snowing. Okay. Okay, well, okay. I guess I'll wait a few minutes. Yeah, of course you can, sweetheart. Of course you can. Of course you can. Trinae emailed me, so I have your email address. All of you guys are beautiful. I love each and every one of you. Thanks for being here with me. I appreciate it. You guys, on Sunday, we might have a bit of a kind of a pop culture discussion. Because I'm noticing a lot of black women tearing other black women down, and black women tearing black men down. And I kind of want to talk about it. I know that's not necessarily what I typically talk about, but we got a week till the new moon, so I'll do a new moon video tomorrow. But Sunday we might get into some things, as my good friend, our good friend Armand Wiggins says. We might get into some things because I'm about tired of this spirit of contention. So I kind of want to talk about that, and on a spiritual level where we're at with that and what I see. Any Husenheimer. All right, guys. Nini, are you still here? Okay, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. We gonna holler. A family meeting. Yeah, we gonna have a I think we should have. I think we need a Sunday morning family meeting. SR, what you think? You think we need a family meeting on Sunday? Mm-hmm. Before or after y'all go to church? If y'all growing. I'm not trying to exclude our other sisters, but I'm a little upset. Okay. All right, I gotta go, y'all. I can't wait around. There you go, baby. Trinae, you got it? Because I'm signing off. I gotta go. Gotta go. That really sounded like this house song. Get the H, get the H. Yeah, get the H, get the H. Yeah, y'all know. See, if y'all in y'all 50s, I don't think late 40s, if you was around during the house music days and the real house music, not this techno mess. I'm talking about the real house music. Get the right? Right, okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, I gotta go because now I'm doing some things I shouldn't be doing. I'm sitting here singing house music songs. I'm gonna go find me some old school. Now, those of you that's in the Chicago area would know this. WBMX, Friday night house music, Julian Jumpin' Perez, Frankie Hollywood Rodriguez. Can somebody tell? Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. I'm dealing with the young folks now. Anyway. Okay, but we're gonna talk about black women. We're gonna talk about women, period, but we really gonna have a family meeting about why we tearing each other down and what's that all about. So, and that's going to be the call-in. That's the call-in. Okay, it's a call-in show. So, be ready to dial the number. Y'all stop playing with me. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll talk about the new moon, okay? Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys, and do not forget to live life in spirit. Namaste. Bye-bye.